welcome to Rifa Fairy Tale series. In this video, Rifa will read a famous fairy tale about a beautiful girl who has hair as black as ebony and lips as red as blood and skin as white as snow. Snow White Fairy Tale. How many of you have never heard the tale of a beautiful girl named Snow White, 7 dwarfs, and the Witch Queen with her magical mirror? And are you curious about how their stories unfold? Now, Rifa is holding the Snow White fairy tale book, so let's prepare our ears to listen. Okay, now let's get started. In a kingdom, a queen was pregnant, and not long after, the queen gave birth to a daughter whose skin was as white as snow, her lips were red as blood, and her hair was black as ebony, and she named her Snow White. When Princess was born, the queen died. Oh my god, innalillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. How does Snow White live after her mother's death? Let's continue the story. After a year passed, Snow White grew into a beautiful teenager, and the king remarried a woman who was very beautiful, but arrogant and unhappy when there was more than her beauty. The new queen has a magic mirror.
Mirror on the wall, who is the prettiest of all?
And the mirror always answered, Snow White is the prettiest of all. The queen became shocked, and the color of her face turned yellow and green by jealousy. And since then, she ordered the hunter to kill Snow White. The hunter carried out his orders. The hunter brought the Snow Princess into the forest. He threw it there and could not bear to kill her. At that time, he also saw a wild boar pass, and the hunter caught the boar and then took out his heart to be taken to the queen as evidence. Snow Princess was very sad. She was alone in the forest, but she found a small house, and then she went inside to rest. Everything in the house very small but beautiful and clean. In the house there are benches and tables on the beds with white tablecloths. The house belonged to the dwarfs. When they arrived, they realized that someone had entered the house. Who is it? When the 7th dwarf saw his bed, he saw Snow White sleeping there. Then he delivered it to another dwarf. The dwarfs were so fascinated by the beauty of the Snow Princess. They could not bear to wake her up. But when the Snow Princess woke up, she apologized for her impropriety in entering their house. The dwarfs finally gave permission for the Snow Princess to live with them. Meanwhile, in the palace of the queen,
Mirror on the wall, who is the prettiest among all?
And the mirror answered, Queen, altogether most incomparable beauty, Snow White, who lives in a small house along with the 7 dwarfs, 1,000 times more beautiful. As a result of her jealousy, the queen then gave an apple that has been given a very deadly poison to the Princess of Snow. But Snow Princess accepted it without feeling the slightest suspicion. Not long after she ate the apple, she too fell and seemed dead. When the dwarfs returned, they found Snow White lying on the ground. So they picked it up and looking for poisons that kill Princess Snow White. One time, a prince passed in the woods leading to the dwarf's house. When he saw the cabin at the top of the mountain with the beautiful Snow White inside, he fell in love and healed the Snow Princess. Wow, happy ending! In the end, Snow White met the prince and lived happily again without the evil queen reference again. The conclusion from the story that Rifa just read, we can learn many valuable lessons, starting from Snow White's courage, her resilience in facing challenges, to the importance in having a good heart. What? A good heart. Okay, and I have one question. Have you done anything good today? Okay, good. And don't forget to do good. And see you again. Bye bye.